God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her.
About 10 years ago today, I was in the 3rd grade, located in Fort Riley, Kansas, on a military base. I remember my teacher running outside to talk to the principal and telling us that everything will be okay, she'll just be right back. I knew something was wrong, because you could see the fear in my teacher's face, and the worriness in our principal. Like, I don't know. Like, you can ask me things that happened a couple years ago, and I probably will not remember. But for some reason, I remember this day, because this day was the scariest day of my life. One of the scariest days of my life, I should say. And so I remember my teacher running outside, telling us everything is going to be okay. Then she told us, not to panic if an alarm goes off. It's just, something's going on. So we asked her, and she's like, well, the base is going on lockdown, and so is the school. And then she had, told us to go underneath our desk until it was safe to come out, until our principal said it was okay. So we did. I remember a bunch of us were scared. Like, we started crying. I cried. We didn't know what was going on. And then after that, she had told us that the Twin Towers in New York had gotten bombed. I think it's New York. Yeah. I'm so bad at this, I'm sorry. Well, she had told us that the Twin Towers had gotten bombed and that it wasn't safe. At that time I didn't know where New York was. I was thinking to myself, is it the next state over or what? But, she didn't answer us. She just told us that we need to stay put, not to worry. So she played, like, a little game, thumbs up, 7 up. That was the game he was playing. And our teacher had announced that it was okay because she had gotten notified for the principal. Then the principal came on intercom and said that, some of our parents were going to be coming to get us from school. And I remember just thinking to myself, please let me be one of those kids. Want to see my mom and know if she's okay. Well, after that, my mom came and got me about an hour later. And we had gone to my brother's daycare, trying to get my brother out. And I remember my mom running in there, trying to get my brother, and they would have given him to her. They said that it wasn't safe. She couldn't, let her leave. But my mom just took my brother. She didn't listen. She still, doesn't like to listen. And then I just remember us, being escorted to our house. And it was hard, trying to get back on. There was roadblock everywhere, and we had finally gotten home, and it was still scary. I just remember I wanted to go outside and play, ride my bike, and I couldn't do that because it wasn't safe. And I remember my mom, she wanted to find out what exactly happened and everything. She was scared. I was scared too. So she waited for her husband to come home, and ask questions because he was in the military. So, I just, went away, did my own thing, because you're in the 3rd grade. You hear a bomb. We don't actually, do anything about it. We don't know what to do. Like I said, we're still young. You just think, oh, okay, something blew up. And then it takes us a while because we're not fully functioning, So, I just did my own thing, played. And then, I hear my mom crying harder. And she's like, there's a lot of people that got injured, a lot of people that died. And I just cried. And I don't know these people, but I cried because people died, And so a lot of people was affected by that. And I just like to say my thoughts and prayers go out to, the family and friends who have lost their loved ones, in the Twin Towers. And it's devastating, but it has changed all our lives. I mean, I may not have lost a loved one in, September 11, but this will always be, a part of everyone's life. Either you were alive when it happened, or you're a new generation. It's still going to affect you. And in a way, I would say, I wish it never happened. Because nobody deserves to go through anything like that. Nobody deserves to, lose a loved one that way. But everything happens for a reason, But yeah, I'd just like to take a moment to remember all those people and their family members that was affected by the 9/11 tragedy. May you all rest in peace, and God bless you all.
And guide her through the night with light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam.